Doey the Doughman. The newest character to be introduced to us in Poppy Playtime Chapter 4 is a very unique experiment. Not only is he the first monster to not be made of flesh and bone, but he's also got 3 personalities. And I know who's who. But first, what is Doey? Doey, also known as Experiment 1322, is a 900-pound glob of dough made to handle many assigned roles throughout the factory. The thing that separates Doey from other experiments is that he wasn't made with just one kid. He was made with 3. Jack Ayers, I don't know. A kid who wasn't an orphan, but a visitor, a part of a tour that his parents, Susan and George Ayers, I don't know, got tickets for him on Christmas, along with a Doey toy. We see everything that happened to him unfold in the opening VHS of Chapter 4. While unsupervised, he slipped off a railing and fell into a vat of Doey's dough, and later became Subject 1322A. Then we have Kevin Barnes, who is the same Kevin from Chapter 3's tape 1322 report, Void, who was the friend of Joseph in that VHS. Kevin was seen as a problem child, acting aggressively towards others while playing, and overall just had behavioral issues. He did exceptionally well in the game station tests, which Harley Sawyer noticed and handpicked him for this project specifically. Although other scientists saw this as a bad idea, Sawyer's word is law. Kevin was made to be Subject 1322B. And finally, Matthew Hallard, an orphan that was brought in at the age of 15. After an accident that isn't really delved into, Matthew is said to suffer from deep insecurities and blames himself for the family he couldn't save. He is seen as a leader to the children in Playcare, and so he was chosen to be Subject 1322C. With these 3 kids combined, we get the Doey we see in-game. Now, with there being 3 different kids that make up Doey, you're probably wondering, how do we know what kid is Doey at any time? Well, from the way Doey carries himself, you'll be able to tell. When Doey is level-headed, you're talking to Matthew. When he's acting more childlike, you're talking to Jack. And when Doey gets angry, that's Kevin taking over with his aggressive tendencies. Here's some examples. Right after entering the safe haven and talking to Poppy, you go up and talk to Doey, and he wants to talk to you about something. I'll put on screen which kid is talking at what time, just so you can understand.
Hiya, pal. Got something I want to talk to you about. In here. I heard what you did above. What you survived. If it's all true, then we need your help. The voice out there, the one in the prison, they call him the Doctor. Dr. Harley Sawyer. He was the scientist in charge of creating us. We don't know what he is, how he's still alive, but he works with the prototype. Hunting us, starving us, making us sick, and... He controls it all with an omni-hand, we think. The executives used them.
In this other example, it's a lot more clear for which personalities take over, so this one should be pretty self-explanatory, but I'll still put the names up when they're talking.
It was never what any of you needed. I was only made to hurt things. My fault. My fault. Hurt. Everything hurts. Hurt back. Always hurt back. Parents, scientists, everyone have to. My friends. He killed my friends. You. It all started with you. You and her. It was you who ruined everything! No, that's not true. They jump-started the generator. They destroyed everything! I'll kill you!
And here's some more examples during Doey's boss fight where each of the kids are talking.
I don't want to be here anymore!
And the final thing I've noticed about Doey is that in his monster form, you can see he has 3 heads. One with angry eyes, which has to be Kevin, and then 2 with similar sad eyes. I believe that the one on the top left is Jack, and the bottom middle is Matthew. I think Matthew's the middle one mostly because he's kind of the main kid in control of Doey all the time, so I would think he'd be in the middle. Really quick, one thing I noticed while I was editing, when Doey bounces off the family photo in the opening VHS, it turns into the 3 Doey kids. The big one being Matthew, the angry one being Kevin, and the last one being Jack. Just thought that was cool foreshadowing. Now that you know who Doey is, what does he do in the Playtime Co. factory? We don't know what his roles were before the Hour of Joy, but we did get 2 tapes of Doey throughout the game where we learn a bit more about him, and where they tie off a story loose end. In the tape called 1322 Report, Jack's parents come to see him after his transformation into Doey, and, well, let's just say it didn't go well for them.
Hey! Open this door! Oh, God. Susan! Please! Open the door! Please!
And then the other tape, titled A Reminder, tells us why Doey didn't just up and leave the factory.
I'm not sure if this thingy is on, but I need to talk, and I can't talk about this with anyone else. For the past few months, the fighting's been bad. Real bad. I've seen a lot of stuff I probably shouldn't. It's been hard to keep my head straight. The others, they look to me to know what to do, to know where to go. For a long while, we had Poppy to tell us, go here, go there, do this. And it all made sense, too. Poppy was nice. I can't find Poppy anywhere. I don't know what happened or where she went, but it's scary here without her. Maybe she ran, just like I have. I'm here, outside the prison, in front of... I'd almost forgotten it was all here. And seeing this again, it's given me reason to think. I could make for the exit. It's all I'd wanted for the longest time. But there are others inside. Others that aren't like me. They're hungry and scared like I am, but they're not me. They can't go where I can. But they'd mean a lot to me. A lot more than I thought they did. And having seen what I have, knowing how they see me, how much they need me. I'm going back. I wanted to make this in case I ever doubt or forget that. Just play this and remember. Yeah, that's all. See ya.
And that's all we have for Doey. On the surface, Doey seems like a guy that's just there to protect the kids turned toys after the hour ended. But deep down, Doey is just 3 kids combined together, forming a sad and tragic character. One that has much more depth than I could have ever imagined. And it makes me appreciate the character much more now that we know who Doey truly is. Thanks for watching. This was my first step into the world of Poppy lore, and I had a good time making this video. If you'd like to see me do more of this kind of thing, where I delve into either like the character's story or just the lore in general, I'd appreciate it if you left a like and subscribed. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, but pretty sure I got all of it for the most part, except that one with Hoppy, but it's just, it's there. Now, I'm going to get back to speedrunning this game. If you'd like to watch me do that, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/BarneyGoost. I'll be running the game for a couple weeks or more, so come check it out. I will have that record.